I'm here to tell you how to glow up every single time and transform yourself, gain confidence, gain the clarity, and live your best life ever. Now, most of my tips are gonna help you to succeed in the best way possible because I have tried that myself and it works for me all the time. Now I'm gonna spill it and just spill everything out to you guys. Now, before we start, how do you become the most attractive version of yourself? And how do we attract the people that we want in our life? Now, it is not easy because in order to attract the people that we want in our life, we always think that we have to chase them, we have to please them, we have to give out a lot of us to them. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the truth. That is so not the truth, even to your friends, even to your family, even to your boyfriends and partner. That's not the truth. The truth is, in order to be the most attractive version of yourself, you have to focus on yourself. How much time do you actually focus on yourself in a day? How much time? Do you know about that? Like, let's just speak the facts instead of speaking just with feelings or emotion. We do not need that. What we need is we need evidence to back us up. Like, yeah, are we doing anything to become attractive? If you're not, then go out there and do it. Go out there and learn something, put yourself out there, gain confidence, and so on. Stop thinking about all the worries and start doing it. Start doing it because it's not a big deal. Okay? It's not that big of a deal. Get out of there, get yourself out there, and try. And just try. Okay? The first thing is focus on yourself, because when you put attention in flowering yourself, in making yourself stronger, smarter, more prettier, you will naturally gain that confidence because you know that evidently you have built up that evidence and proof that you are someone that's worth it. And when how you treat yourself in your private time is how other people will see you and treat you in the public. Okay? Because they will unknowingly know that. You do not have to tell them, but you have to teach them how to treat you. And that is by treating yourself the best absolutely ways. Do you bring yourself out on cafe dates, on food dates, on shopping? Do you treat yourself that? Do you celebrate all the wins, all the little tiny wins? Because when we are so focused on that big goal, sometimes it can be so overwhelming when we're not there. And when we're there, we just don't act like it's a big deal. And we forget about all the tiny achievements along the way to reach that part. So to be the most attractive version of yourself, just think for a second, how is an attractive person gonna be? Okay, and what is the definition of attractive to you? Because attractive to me might be different than attractive to you. And trust me, in your mind, you have already an idea of how someone with a level of attractiveness that you deem is. You just have to explore that. Now, here's what I found out, that the moment you start putting attention on yourself, that means taking care of your body. That means doing that workout. That means doing that task that even though at that time of the day you're like so tired and worn out about it, but you still go for it because you know that you have to show up for yourself in order to become this person that you have in your mind, because you are starting to think not from this end, not from the now, but you're starting to see it in the bigger picture from another person's, which is your best absolute self. Okay, now the first thing that I ever did that really helped me gain a lot of confidence, and this is not a joke, but that is educating myself on topic that is interesting to me. Now this is what I found out, like the more that you educate yourself, the more that you know, it's just gonna help you build up the foundation of your deduces. It helps you make better judgment. It helps you think better strategically without relying on emotion, but relying on the facts, relying on everything, the knowledge that you learn. The way that you are well versed about a certain topic because you read about it and you have you build up your own opinion to it, I think that's very attractive, because that's a level of attractiveness that no one's gonna take away from you. You would not be worried because it is gonna be with you this whole time, and it will shows and translate into your life. The more that you educate yourself, the more that you treat yourself seriously on the certain topic. Our brain do not know exactly like what is a joke and what's not. So when you're trying to joke with someone else, just be aware of that, because how you put out that jokes, it will automatically manifest to become the truth, or you will still feel stuck because your point of view about this thing had not changed, because you joke about it and you're not serious about it. And even though you think that it's a joke, but your brain, your subconscious doesn't know about it. Now everything in your thoughts is an energy. So to manifest and be the most attractive version of yourself, every single day you have to wake up feeling that attractiveness, feeling that you are the goddess, that you have a body that you are so grateful, and it is a pleasure for you to take care of. Every day when you're washing your face, when you're applying your makeup, when you're applying your skincare and then your makeup. Now let me ask you, do you think it's a chore? How do you feel about that? Just for a second right now, how do you feel about that? Now, do you have a negative emotion about it, or does it bring you positivity? Does it makes you feel like a chore? If it makes you feel like a chore, then rethink again. Because if you're really an attractive person, why would this look like a chore to you? This would look like something that's beautiful and wonderful for you to maintain, to take care of your body, because you see yourself as someone that's so important and you're babying yourself. You basically have to baby yourself. You really have to. If you don't baby yourself, how do you expect others to baby you? How? It just doesn't make sense. So building that confidence need time. It's not just a one-day process. So oftentimes people think that they see other people's life is so wonderful, so they accomplish so much, and you're just here happy about cooking dinner and thinking that there's not much going on with your life. But actually no, you're taking that invisible steps in the now that will truly help you to achieve your big goal. So you have to actually think that you are someone worthy. If you don't think that you're worthy, build up that evidence that you are worthy. So evidence from what can we derive on? First thing, your words. Okay, how you speak. Second, how do you think? Do you talk good about yourself? How do you think? And third, are you comfortable with receiving love and compliments from other people? Because if you're not comfortable, how can you be an attractive person? How do you attract? How do you feel good about it if you don't feel good to receive? So you have to actually be comfortable. Keep training yourself, rewiring your brain with all these mini goals to help you to succeed. And that when the moment that you feel whole, that you do not need anyone's proof, and the moment that you actually in your mind can think that, oh, this person, what they say about me is not true, if they say bad things about you, because you have the confidence that, yeah, this is their opinion, so I'm not gonna care about it because I know who I am, and I'm just gonna walk away from that situation because this situation doesn't serve me. You do not have to seek revenge or anything, because in your mind they're not worth that at all. Because why do you have to waste all this limited amount of the energy that you have on them and not on yourself? Every time you think about other people, obsess over other people, I want you to right now go out and buy something or do something good for yourself. Go for that massage, go for that facial, go for that shopping. The moment you start thinking and obsessing over someone else, I want you to stop for a moment and use that on you. Shift it. Because there is no way that you can be someone who's worthy if you keep on chasing others people and obsessing over other people and putting other people on a pedestal. Because what you're doing is you are just giving and giving out. Just keep giving out. And when do you start giving for yourself? When? When do you start thinking for yourself? When? Even if your families are putting a restriction on you, there is always a way for you to move around it. Trust me. You just have to really truly believe and truly have faith in yourself that all these invisible steps are doing the greater good for you, because you're putting all the energy you can on yourself. And even if your family can't see it, but they can feel it, and someday that will change them. That will for sure change them. Because no way the energy that you put out is gonna backfire. No way, if it's good. So yeah, that's it from me today on how do you become attractive. and making other people chase you, putting the energy and attention to yourself. So ask yourself today, how much time and how much money have you spent on making yourself feel good, on making yourself confident, and just on yourself in general. That's it for me today. I had a great time. So I'll see you guys on the next video.